Welcome to the Simply Incredible podcast. I am Daryl, a.k.a. The D, here with T. Rizzo Troy Chapney.
Hey, what's up, man?
What is up? And Jay Peasy Inc.
Hey.
And just like The Walking Dead, he only has one more episode after this one.
Ooh, the fall break.
The fall break.
Mid-season
Troy,
finale.
did you see the new episode?
I didn't. I was
No spoilers then.
out of town.
Oh, what were you doing out of town, Troy?
I was in Miami doing some jiu-jitsu with my teacher,
And
Who
who's
would
your
that be?
teacher?
Mr. Royce Gracie.
I've heard of him.
I have to.
Mm-hmm.
The original
Incredible weekend.
UFC champion.
Yeah. We like to say that, he was the Michael Jordan of MMA, but he's more than that. Michael Jordan didn't, bring basketball to the public.
That's right.
Royce did. Yeah,
Hoist did not bring basketball to the public.
he really did.
I'm so proud of that. That's so cool. I was like, yeah, here's my coaches with Royce Gracie. Royce Gracie. Just no big deal.
Hoist, first time I almost met Hoist, he almost hit me with a door. So that was nice.
Nice.
Was that one of the times he came in to train?
Yeah, he
here?
came in here, and I just come because I couldn't train, so I was just kind of standing there. I was like, "What? He's still not here?" And all of a sudden, the door opens right beside me, almost hits me in the face.
Ninja.
Good times.
He
Good
is
times.
such an awesome person.
Yeah.
He, he's really stoic as far as he's not. He doesn't like. He's not real wordy and bubbly like that, unless he knows you.
Mm-hmm.
If he knows you, man, he is as cool as you ever would hope he would be.
That's awesome.
And he just, you can tell, like talking to him, he will take every picture and sign every autograph that anybody, anywhere, anytime, with a smile, with, just a graciousness. He's so thankful for, the lifestyle that they are really responsible for, given to him.
I'm the same way. I do. I sign all the autographs.
Do you? All the ones you're asked for?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
You take the pictures too?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't even ask, but I go ahead and
What if
offer.
you're eating?
You know what? That's okay. My food can get cold for the people.
I don't ask him for autographs anymore while he's eating. He says he's okay. He's not okay.
All right.
He took
That
a
looks like a really nice steak. Let's let that get cold for a second.
yeah, he took a swing at me one time. Fine, I don't want your autograph, no how. Yeah, but it was a great weekend.
How packed was it? How many people were there?
Their school,
The Valente brothers.
the Valente brothers in Miami
in
Beach, Professor Pedro Valente, his brother Professor Guy Valente, and his other brother's youngest brother, Professor Joaquin Valente.
I've heard they're really good people.
Fantastic people. It's unusual to see somebody who actually takes and lives by a code. And the 753 code that they promote, that we promote here, it's genuine. It's not a sales pitch. That's who they are.
That's sweet.
And they're good people, but they've got 600 students at that one location, and probably 450 of them were on the floor at one time for the belt ceremony, maybe close to 500.
Wow. That's massive.
Unreal.
Now, I'm sure just because of the location that it's a pretty big mixing pot down there, a little melting pot down there.
Yes.
You got Portuguese, Cuban,
Yep.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Did they teach primarily in English?
100% in English. Now there are a lot of Portuguese speaking people that will on the side ask them a question or something like that, and they'll communicate. Same thing with Spanish. They speak Spanish too.
Yeah.
But which is real close to Portuguese.
Right,
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, like I said, fantastic weekend. Miami, it was beautiful weather down there the whole time. We had probably in the mid 70s with a breeze.
Nice.
And the most beautiful women on the planet. And I don't mean like two of them.
Yeah.
I mean every other one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It was unreal.
Miami, did y'all rent a car?
We didn't, because the school is a mile away. So next year we probably will, though.
So we rented when we went down there. The traffic's really not that bad.
Oh, yeah.
But when that light turns green, if you're not hitting the gas pedal,
You get a honk.
They are honking. They are. They're like,
He's not kidding. We
Yeah.
were talking about that.
yeah.
They are on that horn.
I mean,
Every
it's
second.
it's like
The hands waiting on it.
It's green. Oh, you honk.
Dude, and they're not polite like a little honk
Yeah.
honk.
No.
They will hold the horn
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, hold it until somebody goes. It doesn't matter if you've got a good reason for not going.
Yeah.
They don't care.
See, that kind of crap makes me just want to put it in park. Start eating some chips or something.
It's like, well, guess we got to be here for the next 60 minutes.
That'll get you shot.
Yeah, and you say you did not hit South Beach, which is gorgeous. Not just the beach.
Yeah, no, we were training
That's what
so
I
much.
heard.
It's funny because, both me and Will had the same kind of thing with our wives kind of looking at you sideways about having to go down here. Like, oh, yeah, you're going to Miami in
just
December.
before Christmas.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're
not
like it's a
getting a present.
vacation. It's not a vacation.
Oh, yeah.
It's work.
Dude, we are training the whole time you're down there. I mean, we did 4 hours straight of jiu-jitsu, and then take a break, and then go back on the floor and have meetings.
That's a long day.
Dude, but we learned a ton.
I bet it's a
There you
blast.
go.
It's so good because you're in a group where there's not a jiu-jitsu question that you can't have answered.
Yeah.
You always wonder, it's like, man, I wonder what you would do here. Well, ask them. They'll say, oh, well, here's the answer.
Now, here's the question.
Did anyone ever ask a question and the response was, "That's all you know"? There's your problem.
No, but I did. It surprises me how many people will ask just asinine, stupid questions.
He's calling me out.
I mean it. It's just like, dude, use your head. Shut up.
Right,
Now where
right.
are the belts there? I mean, that were at the seminar itself. Are they any lower belts or is it all upper belts?
Oh no, they're at the seminar with Royce. It's open to everybody.
Oh, nice.
So white belts all the way to like.
Gotcha. See, now that makes sense that you would have like some very basic questions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wait, you're a brown belt, you don't know how to pass the guard.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
All the way up to like 5th and 6th degree black belts. They're learning from them.
Hey.
And you see that like you see that around here on the floor, man. You're just like, what?
Right.
Down there, dude. No,
It's every day down there.
dude, it's all of them.
Now, here's the question. Is 2017 the year of Champney?
We did officially get invited to test.
Oh.
Yeah, he took in right before the winter belt ceremony. He took Will and I, and he says, "Hey, you two, come here." And we followed him, and I was like, "Oh gosh, what did I do?"
Yeah, that's how every time Troy's like, "Daryl, we need to talk." I'm like,
Right.
Man, what did I do? Dude, I get it too, so don't feel bad. You just got to deal with me. I have Royce Gracie I got to answer to. And we go in there.
I'm one step away then from Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving me an
The 1 degree
now.
of separation.
Yeah, I'm a big deal in my own head, right? But
I'm glad I'm not.
both me and Will are both like, sitting there like deer in a headlight
It's like,
looking
well, I
at
wore
him.
the white gi.
He starts giggling a little bit in the office, and he goes, "Relax. This won't take long." And I was like, "Yeah, neither does the guillotine."
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, "I want you testing next year, both of you." So we will be,
Brian, where are you at?
we'll be in prep mode
Mm-hmm.
the entire year. Actually, it started tonight.
Excellent.
We got
That's
back
good.
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys saw like us, training,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
dude, it's gonna be intense.
For those who don't know, we have a black belt here named Brian. That's why I was shouting out Brian.
Mhm.
Yeah. Brian Ernst, awesome dude.
Yeah, awesome dude. Yeah, I told him I'm gonna try to get back to training some with him, and he can still work those 80 chokes in a 3-minute round on me.
Oh, dude,
I was like, dude, 80 submissions in 3 minutes, you got that covered easy on me.
he's phenomenal.
Yeah, but you know what though? I don't care who you are, he will work with you, and make you better.
He's
that's why I love
really,
training
really,
with him.
really, really, really good. That there's a lot of guys like you don't know. Sometimes the black belt, maybe they're good, maybe they're not.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And where did he come from? Was it Tim School?
Yeah, he started out with Tim Mannon, then he moved back up to New York. I think he was training.
Matt Serra, Hammer Fist Elbow.
Oh, no kidding.
No.
Oh,
I think he finished up with Atlas up there,
Ah,
and now he came back.
Nice.
is Henzo? He's up that way, isn't he? In Jersey.
Henzo's in New York City. He's in
Jersey City?
Manhattan.
Is he?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's cool. Well, congrats, Troy, man. That's exciting.
Dude, yeah, it's
Mhm.
exciting. I'm excited.
Excited and very nervous.
It
You're
hasn't
nervous,
hit me-
yeah. You got
Yeah.
a long
Yeah,
journey.
it
It's like
hasn't
that,
hit me yet.
that last month, you'd be like,
Mhm.
why don't I have fragrance? I hate them.
Dude, might not have any podcasts in the month of November.
Did you see a test down there so you get a feel of what it's like?
The test is secret.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's not good.
Test is secret. It's in a back room with 150 Royce Gracie black belts
Wow.
in front of
Oh.
Royce and the Valente brothers and all of the black belts in the network. And It's very secretive. Their directions are be ready for everything.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I mean, you have like a list of everything you have to go through,
Yeah,
all the
the list-
techniques and all that stuff.
is Royce Gracie's Jiu Jitsu book,
Mm-hmm.
and it's cover to cover. The great thing about this weekend, we went down there, and the thing that we did want to take and hit on was just ways to make the network tighter. And Royce, you know, since I've ever been with him, has been all about self-defense. That is our mission.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not sport jiu-jitsu, but self-defense.
Oh yeah.
You know, the way that the punch changes the grappling is everything.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and he does that, you know, he believes in that mission, and it's honoring, you know, Grandmaster Royce Gracie's vision. And I'm excited. I love that. I never got into this for a trophy or a medal or a belt. I never did. I got into it, you know, in case someone tried to hurt me or my family or somebody else. And, you know, I wanted to know how to fight.
And that's exactly why I came here. I did Kung Fu. I was like, I'm never going to defend myself with this. Found Aikido, did that for a little while. I was like, I'm not going to be able to pull this stuff off to save my life, you know. It's like,
Right.
I found MMA. I didn't even know what it was. It was just a generic martial arts little card on a cork board at college, and checked you guys out. And I was like, dude, this is the real stuff here.
Yeah.
Dude, and the whole thing, especially if you took another martial art, especially one where maybe the BS meter was going off in your head anyway,
Yeah.
and then you get introduced to a reality-based approach,
Yeah.
it is like peeking behind the curtain at the Wizard.
Yes.
You're like,
For sure.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow. You know, the mats don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
The street doesn't lie. The training, if it's real, you'll know.
For sure.
But doesn't that make you wonder, because you guys are both black belts too, you know, doesn't it make you just wonder how some people are very involved in those approaches and believe in it when it's absolutely tomfoolery?
I think it's a little bit of it is groupthink. You're in a group of people that all believe in it.
Yeah.
You have this grand master in front of you who's God in your eyes. He can do no wrong, and whatever he says is gospel. And you've invested so much time in it that you got to think it's going to work. You have to believe in it, or you wasted your time, and you don't want to admit that.
A lot of people I see, I mean, we have, you know, all kinds of people that I've met in the martial arts, and I think you hit the nail on the head. I think that's a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the proof is in the pudding. If you put it under resistance, here, for all the people who are listening, if you ever want to know if anything in the martial arts, you know, there's a litmus test for it. Put it under resistance.
Yeah.
That's this as easy as it gets. And that doesn't mean that it has to be brutal. It just has to be enough resistance to take and be honest. You know? Now, for testing, it would probably have to be pretty brutal.
Yeah.
You know, because that level of intensity is necessary.
Yeah.
But, you know, in training, we don't have to be brutal like that all the time. You need to experience it. I mean, it'll open your eyes. But there is a very safe way to take and train with the resistance and get something out of it. And just like with weightlifting, you progressively add more resistance as you get better and better, as you get stronger and ready for it.
The thing about students is we don't know what that next level to go up to is. We always want to play it safe. Like, Will's a great coach because he knows what you can take. Like, he'll pop me every now and again. And, you know, I don't fall down and cry. I'm okay.
Right.
But he gives you what you need. And it's good.
That's another thing. You're tougher than what you think.
Yeah.
You're more durable than what you think.
Yeah.
And that's a good lesson because the reverse is true. I remember the first time I ever boxed. I was always under the assumption that if I hit somebody as hard as I could, it would be a one-punch knockout. I hit hard.
Yeah.
And then I went in there with a pro heavyweight boxer, and I hit him as hard as I could, a lot. And he didn't even flinch.
See, that's one thing that I think a lot of people watch TV shows.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
they're like, it only takes one punch. I'm like, if you're very, very, very lucky.
Dude,
a lot of luck.
Yeah.
I'll admit it. I believed wholeheartedly that my Kung Fu was legit when I was taking it. And I was like, I can defend myself against anything. And I was doing all these forms and all this stuff, and you know, my dad and stuff, he'd be like, "Oh, what are you doing, dancing or something?" That's not martial art. And I was like, you just don't understand. These are like deadly techniques and stuff like that. And
Deadly.
even if I was like playing around with my friends or something, it would look like we're slap boxing or whatever when I'm trying to block his punches. But
Isn't that
but
funny?
I always told myself, I was like, well, we're just not going for real. If we were going for real, I'd be faster, and we, it'd be honest. But
And those sound effects from the movies
Yeah,
would actually
yeah.
appear.
Oh yeah.
I kind of had a little moment of truth though. This dude in school was like, "You think you can block a punch?" So I did my little pose where the one hand's down, one hand's up, and I was like, "Yeah, I can block a punch. That's easy." And he just feinted, and then he hit me, and he got me right in the forehead. And I was like, "You know what? This is bullshit."
He goes, wait a minute. I've trained all that time,
Yeah.
and in my one moment of truth, wow, wow.
Done.
I would just say this though: if other things other than Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, if that worked great, it would be in the UFC.
Yeah.
You'd be seeing people doing like flying things, and
That's the age-old argument, and the response to that is
if
the
I really
techniques
did,
are
I kill you.
yes, the
Mhm.
two techniques
Deadly.
are too
Yeah.
deadly. We can't do them. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's funny
the
because
5-finger death punch.
I tried to get a guy up here I work with. He did ninjutsu in Bedford, and that was his excuse.
Yeah.
Nah, the stuff I do, I can't show you. It's just too deadly. I'd hurt your guys up there in Lynchburg. I was like, okay.
So I mean, how do you
I've
train
heard
that,
that
then?
before, yeah.
How do you train the stuff that's so deadly?
All right.
How many eyes have you gouged?
Yes.
How many of your training partners have you kicked in the nuts?
All right.
Hey, there's Josh again. I don't want to train with him.
Okay, there was a video someone put on Facebook of one that
yeah.
he was taking like bricks
David
to the
Reed posted
groin.
that.
The iron.
I was like, what in the world?
Even if that's legitimately possible, that is not an area of time investment
Yeah.
I'm willing to take
Yeah, I'm
and
not. No,
sign up for.
not at all.
No, but it's funny with those guys that are, in that whole thing about it's too deadly.
Uh-huh.
And I've had guys that, they're black belts or they have a teaching credential in some of the traditional arts, and you can't convince them. And I stopped trying.
Yeah. Me
The
too.
ones, it's like, dude, I'm not here to take in campaign.
Yep.
I'll tell you how I handle that. I've always been like this. Are you happy where you're at? Then you're at the right place.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
how I've always been about it.
That's not bad. I will do this. I will talk to them, and if they're asking questions, I'll answer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If they're not,
Mm-hmm.
I might put out like a little probing, statement or something, like what their goal is, and listen to them. And I can tell by their answer if they're searching or if they feel like, I've already found the treasure.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'll offer them a little bit, and if I can see they don't want it, okay, just
I'll
move
walk
on.
away.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is, buyer beware. If you're going into a martial arts school, you have to be very careful. The martial arts as a whole can take and have a cult mentality if you're not careful. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that, a lot of times you'll come in, and if you ask about their lineage, they'll maybe balk or whatever. A cult is information, granted to somebody from a source that cannot be, proven. Like, who told you? I met Jesus in America.
Yes.
And he showed me the golden underwear.
Traditional Eastern martial arts, Asian martial arts are really bad about that.
Oh, they're really, really bad about it. And the thing is, we're benefiting now from the information age.
Yep.
You see, back then, you kind of said, well, we can't really test it. We'll kill somebody.
Yeah, you see these kung fu movies, and you think that stuff's for real.
Going back to Royce in the first UFC, I remember the first time I ever watched the UFC, it was like a week after the original thing, and one of the guys we were training with in Virginia Beach had taped it and made us a copy, a bootleg of the UFC 1. And we got back from training, and what a great time to be alive. It was like finding the Ark of the Covenant. Like your answers were going to be, your questions are going to be answered.
Yeah.
Because we went home. We would drive 4 hours to Virginia Beach and train, and then go back home. And after we got home, we'd always go out to dinner together. And then, we're in college, man.
Yeah.
We would go and say, hey, let's go hang out at your place or something.
That's fun times.
Yeah.
So instead, we were like, all right, look, let's order a pizza. We're going to take and put this thing in. It's going to be the absolute coolest night of our lives. Now, we didn't know it was going to be as life-changing as it was. But we were so, just, jacked up about the idea. There are no rules.
Yeah.
And the guy who
Two
gave
men
it,
enter, one man
leaves. And you're like, This guy said, he goes, it is 100% legit fights with trained martial artists. And he goes, you wait. He goes, just like a movie, I can't spoil it.
Yeah. And the tooth goes flying.
And a lot of stuff about that is people didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
We were afraid somebody
death
would die.
matches or something. Yeah,
That's why I was legitimately scared to watch it the first time.
I really was too.
Even on up to like UFC 40 or 50, people still had that mentality of it. Isn't that human dog fighting stuff?
Yeah.
Well,
there's still some people that actually still believe that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at New York, finally allowed to fight now.
Yeah.
Well, the whole reason that happened was because of the.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
There was money involved.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Troy. At what point in your training did you decide it's my time to teach?
Okay, that's a really good question, because for the longest time, I had been looked at in my peer group as one of the leaders, and would offer help, but I wasn't allowed to teach. And then all of a sudden we left the Kung Fu and started going with Frank Cucci in Virginia Beach and started learning Muay Thai, shoot wrestling. Jeet Kune Do is what it was, under the Bruce Lee stuff.
Right.
And still, you're not allowed to teach until you got like an apprenticeship or something like that. But we were so excited about it, and there was nobody here who was doing it. And so me and Shannon and Will, and then, eventually Dennis, and some of these other guys that are still training now, God bless them, started to get involved together. The moment that we fought, that was it. Because we started teaching even before then, but with permission from our teacher. We said, listen, I talked to Mr. Cucci and said, listen, I got all of these guys begging us to show them, and I have not, because I know what the rule is, and I don't want to overstep. And he kind of thought about it, and he knew that we were genuinely not trying to take and leave to take and act like authorities.
Right.
And when we did start, he was like, look, we're going to not call it a school, we're going to call it a training group, in the early 90s, probably about 94, something like that. And I was like, okay. And he goes, and I want you guys to head it up. And we kept training, and then we had, it was funny because the moment people saw it, they knew immediately, wow, this isn't hokey stuff. This is real. Yeah. And it still wasn't where we are now. It was just the beginning area. And then when we fought, we invited, in our city, we invited every single school to take their best black belts against us. And nobody did. We had 0 takers from any of the other school. So we had to actually find people who would outside of the city, because the whole city said no. And we were like, whatever. And we went in there, and our entire team, and back then it was me and Will, Dennis, his younger brother Joey, Tim Mannon. I mean, it was.
Here's the thing. I know these people. I don't know the Joey, but the rest of the people, I know these guys. I'm like, that's just a beast crew to come.
Yeah, dude.
Is that awesome or what?
Insane.
The entire Central Virginia Authority right there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And we were just we had trained hard, and we were saying, yeah, let's do this. And we just, destroyed everybody.
Oh, no doubt.
And immediately, it's so funny because overnight we were getting calls from friends who were there and said, hey man, I saw you. I want to do that. When do you guys do that? And it started picking up momentum. And after that, man, they always say, when the teacher is ready, the student will appear. That's what it was.
That's awesome. That's a very classic story. That's almost like something like Bruce Lee would tell,
Dude, it was
fight their black belts, and
dude, it was so
students come to
wild.
you.
Like
That's
I said,
awesome.
it was an incredible time to be alive.
Yeah.
The last fight of the night, because everybody just did so awesome, but the last fight of the night was Tim Mannon versus this local thug. Wasn't a bad guy, but he was a fighter. He was known as a local fighter, and he legit, we bounced at different clubs back then, and we all knew who Rob was. Tim is like 5'7". This guy was like 6'7".
Yeah.
Oh, great day.
I bet you this guy was actually probably like 6'4".
Uh-huh.
But when you looked at him next to Tim,
Yeah.
it was a literal David and Goliath. I think Tim came up to his pecs. Now, Tim's one of my favorite people in this life that I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
I love Tim unconditionally. He is the example that inspires me to want to take and be a better person.
He is a man that will literally give you the shirt off his back. He has done that twice to me, giving me a shirt off his back.
Daryl was there one time and said, man, I love that T-shirt. That's so cool. He goes, oh, you like it? He goes, I love it. He goes, you want it? And I goes, oh, sure. Being silly.
Yeah.
He took the shirt off and he gave it to me. He goes, I got another one in my bag.
No, he did not wear a shirt out. We were beside Gold's Gym. And I think he's like, I just want to show off in front of all the women.
Right.
he might have.
I was like, he's got the figure where he can do that. You don't want my shirt coming
He's
off.
got like 75 abs down there. It's insane.
Statues of Greek gods.
Right.
Right. Tim Manning and go, he must work out.
Right.
But yeah, so Tim took and went in there and just, I mean, it was.
Destroyed him.
It kills me we don't have that on video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be some fun stuff.
The promoter was a friend of ours named Shannon, and we all kept asking, hey, you know, can we bring recorders? He goes, no, I got somebody who's going to record it. I got somebody who's coming in. And at the end of it, I was like, hey, man, when can we get a copy of the tape? He goes, it was my dad who was going to record it, and he flaked on me.
Oh, okay.
Man,
And it wasn't a cell phone world.
Yeah, this is
Right,
way
right.
before that.
yeah.
You know, so anyhow.
That stinks, man.
But it was. After that, the funniest thing, I got to put this in. The next night, or the next day, I went to like a pool to go swimming, with I think it was with my girlfriend or something. It was like, you know, a pool you had to have membership at, but everybody was there, and people were just, I mean, like, hey, what's up, high five. I didn't know. I saw you fight last night. That was incredible. And this one lady comes up to me and she goes, oh wow, and just cute as heck, right? Man, I was there last night. You did so great. So now, what's your next step? I mean, what do you want to do? Is the goal to take and do stuff like with Hulk Hogan and stuff like that? She thought it was pro wrestling, and I looked at her. I was like, "That's not what I was doing last night. That is not what we were doing."
Wait, no body slams, no power drivers?
There were, but we had a couple of body slams. There was nobody jumping off of ropes. How about that?
Right.
Yeah.
No Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
I mean, even when I grew up, I mean, you didn't know the difference. It was called wrestling, so it's like, how does that stuff you do in high school turn into that?
Yeah,
Like, they're both wrestling. They're the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy is that that was in '97 when we had that fight, and I prepared that whole year. I prepared for that fight, and now 20 years later, I have another fight to prepare for this test, almost at the same dates.
That is awesome.
Heck yeah.
20 years to the day.
It's a long time coming, but you guys deserve it, man. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited. Win, lose, or draw, they will not forget me.
Josh, did you ever teach?
I would like warm the classes up, get them through the first couple rounds. That's about all I did, though.
Oh, yeah. I became an instructor because someone in here thought I'd be good at it. Troy, were you right about that?
No,
the crickets.
No.
Holly, close your ears.
Absolutely.
Because I remember that you thought I'd be really good, and then there were some other people like, yeah, I don't know about that guy.
Here's what it takes. Number one, and this isn't to, I want to qualify this by saying, I'm not saying this is true about your personal approach to this. You do not have to be a great fighter to be a great teacher.
That is true about me.
Okay. No, I'm not saying that's what I wanted to qualify. I'm not saying that you're not a good fighter.
True.
But what I'm saying is, if you look in the pinnacle of combat sports, for instance, nobody has any illusions that Greg Jackson would beat John Jones, GSP, or Donald Cerrone. But without Greg Jackson, who knows if they would be those names that we know so readily.
Very true, very true.
All right. So I look at it like this. I do not care if they're an athlete. If I'm looking at them to denote somebody for an instructor or a coach, I look for communication skills. If they can communicate, there has to be an intelligence and an understanding and a personality. You know, which is the biggest thing we had to work with Daryl on.
I have a personality.
Damn.
I do. Me and the mirror get along very well.
That was what we've been working on.
And like
we can teach you the martial arts. We can't teach you if you have a, you know,
interpersonal skills. Yeah.
because a lot of times fighters can make the worst coaches.
Like 14 years later, he's still working on my personality.
I have the saying, never give up. But no.
But you know the opposite is true too. They say that old saying, "Those who can't do teach."
Yep.
Whoever came up with that saying has never been to an MMA gym.
No, that's
'Cause
it.
you guys still clean the floor with
I'm
everybody in
trying,
here.
dude. Now I do it a lot slower.
Yeah, much slower.
Still happens,
Definitely
though.
slow.
That is possible. Like in the case of Greg Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying Greg Jackson can't fight. I'm saying I've never seen it,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not saying that he couldn't beat a lot of people. I'm saying he's not going to beat GSP and John Jones.
Yeah.
Those are pound for pound two of the best in history.
Uh-huh.
But without him, like I said,
Yeah.
I'll tell you a compliment that I got one time that when you first hear, you think, wait, is that really a compliment? This is a guy, he was a great athlete. His brother was an NFL player. And this guy, only reason he wasn't because he was too small. Great athlete. He looks at me and goes, you know why I like you? And I was like, because I'm awesome, obviously.
nope.
There you go. But he goes, you know, in a fight I could beat you, but you can teach me to be a lot better. I was like,
That is 100% a compliment.
it's a comment we kind of woven in there somewhere. I was like, thank you.
Now, and here's the thing I'll say, you know, another plug for Gracie Jiu Jitsu. The older I've got, the more I've gravitated toward that as opposed to an MMA approach that would include a real hardcore Muay Thai and the wrestling with it. And I've gravitated to making it all. Number one, you know, training with Royce on a regular basis has opened my eyes so much because he's like, look, man, this is not cross training.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's the distinction that is, you know, specific to Gracie Jiu Jitsu. He goes, we have an approach that is all encompassing. Gracie Jiu Jitsu is, in my opinion, the most complete martial art in the world.
And it's something you can train your entire life.
Your entire life, and it's
You got
made.
Elio, he taught. I mean, trained up until
96,
Yeah,
97.
90.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know?
I got a few years.
Oh, you got some time, dude. It's funny. I just turned 47, and you're like, oh man, are you about to retire?
Not even close, son.
Not even close.
Now, is this a rumor? I heard like maybe when he was in his 70s or something like that, Helio like was on one of those jiu-jitsu cruises and he like dove off the ship to save somebody that was drowning.
You know what? I've actually heard that, but I don't want to say one way or the other because I don't remember the story well enough to. But you know what? If we'll find the story, I'll ask Royce.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Royce, I tell you what, some of the stories I can't share, but some of the stuff he gives us is man, it's so cool, dude.
When I was like full into jiu-jitsu and everything back 10 years ago, it was like I heard about those like jiu-jitsu cruises. I was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever heard of.
They still
Get
do
on a
them.
cruise line and do jiu-jitsu the whole time.
They still do them.
That's amazing.
That would be awesome.
It's funny if you ask Royce, you know, how often do you train? He'll tell you 24 hours.
Yeah.
He goes, jiu-jitsu is my life.
You're just with life.
Every step he takes, every conversation, all that stuff.
Do you know if he's into surfing? I know a lot of the jiu-jitsu guys are surfers.
He's not a surfer. He's a paddle boarder.
Ah.
Which, it's funny because if you look at paddle boarding, you know, number one, it's incredibly tough. It's incredibly tough because you have to take and have core muscles on an extreme level to stay vertical and do that thing. Now,
It's stamina muscles versus burst muscles, and I think that's better anyway.
well, totally, right? But I had this illusion that it basically was like being out on a flat pond and paddling standing up when I first heard of it.
Yeah.
You know? One of the guys I met at the belt test this year was Cyrus, a Hawaiian guy.
Cyrus the Virus.
The coolest dude in the world. This guy looks Hawaiian to the Hawaiian 10th degree. He's a great looking guy. He is ripped to shreds with the perfect tan. He's all like throwing shaka, you know, and, hey, what's up, Troy?
Hang
What's
loose,
up?
brother.
Hugging you. I mean, I love the guy. I met him literally for a couple of days, and I'll never forget him. He'd be a lifelong friend.
Yeah.
So I hit him up on Facebook, and I look at his cover photo because he was telling me, we talked. He's a paddle boarder, and again, I'm still thinking. I'm such an idiot. I'm still thinking, oh wow, okay, so you're sitting there, boop, boop, like a canoe, but you're standing up in it, doo, doo, doo. His cover page is this huge, massive wave, and he is like looking. It could be on the cover of a surfing magazine, and it's him. And I find out like he's a champion at this thing.
Oh,
wow.
He's unreal, dude, and he's the coolest guy. I love this guy.
That's awesome.
He come up afterwards after he got his black belt, man, and he goes, man, I was getting emotional. I was gonna start crying. I thought, Royce, don't you laugh at me. And he comes up and he hugs me and he goes, I want to say thank you, for the help you gave me. And I didn't do anything with him. I just, wanted to, say hey and bring him into the fold. I knew he was like by himself, and he's just so good. Jiu-Jitsu people, man, so good. What a great community to be involved in. But Royce does the paddle surfing, so he does that, and for fun he likes to shoot.
Oh, nice.
He's a competitive shooter.
Awesome.
Oh,
Royce,
nice.
oh, man, I'm telling you what, he throws some lead down range, dude.
Legitimate BA.
Everywhere he goes, he's so smart. He'll take and get somebody to be like, hey man, do you shoot? Can you let's go to the range. And he'll go all the time. If you look on his page, there's as much shooting stuff as there is jiu-jitsu stuff. That's how much he loves it.
I love doing that, but it's an expensive hobby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to learn to shoot, man. I can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nothing to it.
Me and Tracy, she took me to the shooting range. I mean, the target's like maybe 15 feet.
Right.
And I'm like aiming at the middle. I'm going down low left every single time.
I mean,
every
just
time.
pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
I was proud of myself. I had pretty good aim, but since the surgery, I bet I don't anymore because my hands are just too shaky.
That's what we need to do. We need to have Will take us out. Will's got access to the ranges and stuff as a cop. He's a shooting instructor. In fact, he's doing a class with Tracy.
Yeah. This weekend.
They're doing a rifle class. But man, we got to go out sometime. Man, that'd be a good little thing to film for the podcast.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, just don't show what I actually shoot because it'd be bad.
Don't worry, we can edit.
Oh, there you go.
At the end, that target will have bullseyes.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, I love shooting. I don't do it a whole lot.
Yeah.
My buddy Brian, the way he's got his land, he can walk out of his house and literally like 30 feet from his front door, maybe 40 feet, there's a berm that he can fire into.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
So I took my kids over there, and he just had a whole bunch of different guns. He had one gun I swear I was afraid to shoot. Have you ever seen a gun you were afraid to pull the trigger on?
No, not really.
I was in the Army.
I've only shot a couple, so yeah, I'm always very nervous around them.
I've shot all kinds of
I
stuff.
haven't built that
M16s,
comfort with them
AKs.
yet. That's why. I mean, respect. I respect the weapon.
I was a 60 gunner in the Army.
Yeah.
This gun he gave me, it was a revolver. It looked like Hellboy's gun.
Oh.
It was legit. I mean, it wasn't a prop. I mean, we fired it.
Was it the Dirty Harry?
No, dude. I wish I knew the name. It was huge, like this. I mean,
Oh, wow.
I'm making my hands,
About as big as a head.
Right.
about as big as your head. And I'm like, I don't want to pull this trigger. It's going to break my wrist. And, the bullets on it were bigger than my thumb.
Jeez.
It's like, you put two thumbs together, and I might be remembering this. Brian's going to be like, it ain't that big, Troy. but that's, I mean, it was huge. It doesn't matter. It makes the story
It's a
better.
bazooka
Yeah.
that you hold in your hand.
Sawed-off bazooka.
Dude, it was that thing. I shot that thing, and I was like, okay, that wasn't that bad. But I was, man. If I'm being honest, there was apprehension. I'm like, I'm gonna pull this trigger, and I'm gonna kill my own self. Love
It's
it.
fun though. Yeah, I do like some shooting. My parents have some land, so I always got to shoot down there. So
Oh, look at the rich Presnells.
Yeah.
whatever.
How much land they got?
Hey.
Throw a number.
I don't know, maybe 3 acres, but it's out in the country. There's nobody around them.
Damn, that's cool.
Man, you got two rich people and me.
Yeah, right.
You're the star of the show.
I'm struggling on a podcast. These people over here, it's got Miami over there, and we got Peasy over here with an estate too.
Oh, whatever.
Man,
The best thing about when you guys say that stuff is that it lets me live the fantasy for all 2 seconds it's coming out of your mouth. I'm like, don't stop them. I might as well just, my perspective really likes this.
yes.
I'm Troy
Thought.
Theodore Logan Champney Esquire.
Esquire. Josh, I think we need to learn how to play our guitars.
Yes. True story. They got Bill and Ted Pops now.
Yes. I knew they were coming.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that again just the other day.
Did you?
Dude, love that.
Good old
movie.
George
I'm
Carlin,
st- I'm
man.
still-
San Dimas!
Yeah.
I'm still thinking they keep talking about making another one.
They do, yeah.
They've been talking about that for a few years now.
Keanu has no push on that,
Yeah.
but that other
He
dude,
he
is
said
pushing.
he wanted to do it.
Did he
Keanu,
really?
Yeah.
I-
They asked
yeah,
him.
I
He's
think
like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
I'll tell you what, he is one of the best people in Hollywood. Keanu
He's one of the
Reeves.
best people in Hollywood.
Yeah.
If you read his story, he's
Yeah.
awesome.
No Kate Beckinsale, but all right.
Did you guys see the John Wick 2 trailer?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
No.
baby. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Homework for tonight. You won't go to sleep though.
did you watch the Spider-Man teaser?
Yes.
I did not see that.
You gotta see
Yeah.
it.
I didn't see that.
That's pretty cool.
Tiny. I mean, it's super tiny.
The actual trailer comes out tonight on Jimmy Kimmel though, so we'll have it tomorrow.
That's what this thing was telling. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
announcing the Jimmy Kimmel thing, and I was like, no, I ain't waiting for that. I want to see this right now.
yeah.
See
Pretty
Guardians.
sweet. Guardians, yes,
Guardians
that's
2?
awesome.
Yeah.
No, but I did hear that was the most looked at thing that Marvel's ever done
Yep.
for a preview.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is what they're calling it.
I just watched the first one again
Yeah.
and loved it more than I
Yeah.
did the first time.
I love
It is a
those.
really great
Now, one of
movie.
my friends, he doesn't like Marvel because of the comedy in it. I'm like, you're crazy, dude. You're crazy.
That
I
doesn't make
love it.
sense to me because
Yeah.
you can see the alternative in the DC
Yeah.
features.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Well, I don't think
Not as well, I don't
think that it doesn't work. I just think they just do it totally wrong.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the canon aspect of it. And
You know
that's what bothers me about it.
Well, not only that, maybe I overspoke. There are times it works really well.
I mean, some of it is a little stretching. Like Iron Man just kept rattling off the jokes in the first Avengers movie, and I was like,
Too much.
It's getting to be a little too much now. Yeah. but-
I agree that, and I loved my favorite DC offerings were Batman Begins and The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
They're up there with the Avengers with me,
They're not comedies.
Yeah, Dark Knight's like that's probably in my top 3, I'd say.
without a doubt. I mean, the whole thing with him and Heath Ledger, you talk
Yeah.
about the perfect storm.
Yeah.
That was art.
Yeah.
That was art.
It's so sad they couldn't come back with something else. Then,
Yeah.
With after Ledger,
Yeah,
and
dude,
that was so sad.
that was so sad that it went out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
I'll tell you, you're talking about Guardians. That poster for the second one.
Yeah.
The coolest poster, because at first I was like, I looked at it and I didn't get it. And I was like, well, that's not too much. And then I started thinking about it. What was one of the things that really kind of helped announce the first movie was the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, ooga chaga,
Uh-huh.
ooga chaga. I mean, that's not a song that if, you're riding down before this, that it'd be on your top of your
Yeah,
playlist.
I mean, now it's directly correlated to that movie.
100%.
Yeah.
And now it's on my playlist.
Right, right.
I'll take Connor to school sometime, and he goes, "Put it on, Dad."
The sweet 80s mix.
Ooga chaga. You know?
What did he call it?
Dude.
He had a name for his mix. I don't remember what it was.
Awesome
though.
Mixtape.
Awesome
Oh, yeah,
mixtape.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And that's what this is called, Awesome Mix 2 or something.
Yeah.
But that poster, if you look at it again, the black and white where they're all leaning up against the wall and figure like, why are they doing that? That's a rock and roll band poster from the 70s.
Oh.
If you look at it, you're like, and put that kind of spin on it, it's so cool.
That is sweet.
It
That
is like,
sweet.
that's how you make those guys the coolest. They're a rock band.
Yeah.
You know, they are a bunch of badass rock and rollers in the galaxy. Dude,
Yeah.
love it. Love it. So that one I'm pumped on.
It's super. And
See, next week, a little teaser ahead. I want to talk about the comic book movies from this year and look forward to next year.
yeah, that'd be cool.
And we got one more big movie to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue One.
Rogue One, that's
One.
coming out. Sorry, Peasy.
Is it
I
next
know.
Friday?
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Peasy can't see it.
I'm looking forward to Assassin's Creed too. I doubt I'll get to see that one in theater either.
When's that coming out? January?
Like 21st, 22nd.
Oh, this month?
Yeah.
I did not know that was coming out. I thought it was
Wait a
next year.
minute. That's coming out this month too? I thought that was next year.
That's
No,
what I
it's
thought,
before
too.
Christmas. No.
Oh.
Now-
Which Assassin's Creed? Ezio?
You know, I think they're just kind of making up a character for the movie.
Oh, come on now.
I think so. Yeah.
They're losing me. They're losing me by that. I mean, have one of them. I don't care which one.
The
but-
details look the same, but yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think he's playing Desmond.
Interesting.
Looks awesome.
Yeah.
It does look very
It does
sweet.
look good.
All the parkour and all the assassination techniques, all that looks right out of the
I've
game.
said this before. You put a good parkour in there, I'm hooked on it.
For sure.
Yeah, if it's good.
I don't know why. It's just like, I mean, I saw one movie that had a lot of it in it. I was like, the movie itself wasn't very good, but just those scenes are amazing.
What's some of your favorite parkour scenes?
Oh man, there's a movie. Man, I can't remember the name of the movie, so I'm useless with it. But it had like it was right at the beginning. It was about a 5-minute parkour scene, and it was amazing. It was like a dude and this chick, and he was trying to catch her. I was like that. I mean, they're both just like flying through stuff.
There's not a lot of actual.
Was it
good
District
parkour. District
B?
17 or B? Maybe it was.
Yeah,
B.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I think so. Yeah.
because that was kind of promoted as a parkour. Type
Yeah.
of
That
movie.
one actually had the guy who supposedly invented parkour.
Yeah,
was
that's
the
what I heard
actor.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, and I saw one where the guy, it may have been the same movie actually, but I think it was a different one, where again chasing a girl and he couldn't do it, and he kept trying to learn. Then at one point she goes, "Let me show you how to do this stuff."
You're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
Now the
That's
dude
like-
with
that's
the dude from Twilight was in some parkour movie.
Yes, yeah, I think that might have been the one.
Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said he really does that stuff too and loves it.
Oh,
Well,
he was
he-
doing that XMA tricking stuff back when he was a kid.
Yeah, when he was a little
yeah,
kid.
Yeah, that's right.
What was the name of that movie? Do you remember the one with Taylor? That was
Oh no, I don't remember now. I never
because
saw-
I
actually
saw
it.
that I think on Netflix offering, and I
Yeah.
didn't watch it,
Yeah.
but I was like,
That's actually why when I watched it, I was like, this guy from that movie, it's gonna be terrible.
"How was
somebody
the
else-
movie?"
It was actually pretty decent. It wasn't great by any stretch. But
Sure.
but it was
Popcorn.
good. I mean, the parkour portion loved.
I loved Casino Royale.
Mm-hmm.
James Bond at the
Oh,
beginning of
cool.
that when he did that,
Bond.
because you could tell the other guy was a parkour guy, but James Bond was just James Bond.
All right.
And he's like, I don't care what you do. 46. I'm not stopping. Right? He said, I'm and like the other guy lands with grace and stuff, and he's like,
Yeah.
he's landing like a seal, you know, or it should be like the Hulk.
Uh-huh.
You know, the Hulk crashing through the
Yeah.
building after, you know, the Chitauri.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love that scene in Avengers, the first one, when they're in an office building and you can see one of those big sea worm snake things.
Yeah, yeah.
And all of a sudden they turn the camera and you can just see parts of cubicles and stuff going out of the way. And all of a sudden this hair, I was like, oh God, he's coming through. And all you keep thinking is he's like, get out of my way. I'll kill it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh,
Let
man,
me
I
at
love
it.
that.
That's so awesome.
That's awesome.
I just watched that whole movie again probably about 2 weeks ago.
That's still one of the best. I
And
love it.
Connor goes like this. He's like playing games and he goes, hey, call me at the end. He comes out. I think it was right before Thanksgiving Day. And I was like, Connor. Dude, I don't even think he hit but 2 stairs. It's like, he's like Marmaduke. Boom, boom. And
Marmaduke.
Connor, I love him to death, but he is not the most graceful kid in the world. I said, man, if you had an Indian name, it'd be called Falling Rock. Boom, because he hits like just all over the tape, tripping and stuff. He comes in there, and then we are all in this moment. He goes, play. Dude, I love my son.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
I love my son.
It's good stuff.
That is great.
It's great when you can see parts of yourself and your children.
Oh, dude, we were geeking out the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Every scene was like, was that the coolest? That was the coolest, right? Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That slow motion with Captain America swinging his shield and Thor throwing his hammer the other direction.
Yeah.
Art.
my-
It's
awesome.
My kid's been a little too young for him, so I think about the time Spider-Man comes out, he'll be going on 6, and I think he'll actually get the movie. He's like, I'm so looking forward to it.
At
you
6,
go.
yeah, that's fertile ground right there,
Yeah.
bro. Oh yeah.
It's gonna be good times.
I want to report back when he sees it.
Yeah.
He'll lose his mind.
That is awesome. Oh, you know, speaking of that age group, as a comic book came out today, and this is more like for us than you, Troy. That's not point. Josh, more for you. But here it is: Wonder Woman '77 meets the Bionic Woman.
Dude. And it had Linda Carter's face,
Yeah,
right?
Linda Carter and
Lindsay
Bionic
Wagner.
Woman. Yes, dude.
Whoop, whoop. I got both names. How about that?
Dude, I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, that's coming home with me.
I read that on the list, and I was gonna tell you about it, see if you were getting it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I saw that one. Like on the plane, I was putting up like one of my tablets to like see what book I might want to buy for the trip, and that one came up.
Mhm.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
I'm reading that tonight.
That sounds cool.
Dude,
I mean, those two back in the day,
holy cow.
honeys. And here's the thing, Linda Carter, she is not an ugly woman now.
She's still beautiful.
She is. Now, Lindsay Wagner, she was on Comic Book Men the other night.
No.
Yeah, she went into Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
No.
She is still a beautiful woman.
Is she really?
Yeah.
I love hearing that.
Yeah, that is awesome. I was like, man.
I had this picture. This is so funny. It was a picture back when the internet first came out and eBay was on, and it was that famous Linda Carter poster.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Farrah Fawcett had
Yeah.
her famous red swimsuit,
Yep.
the nipple poster,
Mhm.
and she had one. She's out in the like a field or something, just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that. I bought it, just like a picture frame size, you know, maybe 8x12 or something like
Yeah.
that. And I framed it. this girl comes in and Chris is like, you know, showing around the house and stuff, and takes her down to my man cave. And this girl stops and looks at her and goes, "Who's that?" I was like, "That's Linda Carter." And she goes, "Well, who's that?"
Oh, get out of my house.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I said, "Wonder Woman from the 70s?" And she goes, "Okay, I was just wondering why a married man had this incredibly gorgeous woman
Yeah.
in a photo. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I love you, honey, but hey, this my we're just friends."
Got my backup plan.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
I went with Rachel Ray.
I had a fourth grade teacher look just like her, just like Linda Carter.
Oh wow.
That was a great year.
In your
You
memory,
failed.
anyway.
No,
He
dude,
failed.
I'm telling you, people would give her stuff and always said Wonder Woman because she was like a splitting image.
That's awesome.
No, I would have
Ms.
failed.
Ray, Ms. Ray.
It's funny. I had Miss Pearson in the 3rd grade who. She didn't. I mean, nowhere near her, but she had like, you know, the same kind of attributes. Like she was a brunette, long hair, same hairstyle, you know, top heavy. You know? And I was like, Winnie Pearson. Oh, yeah. It's funny too. Found her on Facebook with some of my other classmates. You know, had found her and friended her up. I was like, I got a friend request her.
That's
There you
cool.
go.
That's
She's the sweetest lady. Oh my gosh, sweetheart.
That's awesome.
But what else has come out? Have you seen anything that you're gonna buy
What,
this week?
Comics?
Yeah,
Well,
comics.
Let's go to the list.
Oh, you got a list? I was gonna say it was
Oh
actually
yeah, I
kinda
always
slow.
go to my. I have to take a list, otherwise I'm not gonna know what I'm getting.
I only got like one.
What would you get?
Clone Conspiracy. That's all I got.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got Batman because I know you're off Batman. Green Arrow. The reason I keep getting Green Arrow because every month they have a Neil Adams cover, so I have to get that every month. Harley, I still get Harley even though it's not very good. The new Injustice I picked up, so I got that. Wonder Woman, Bionic Woman, so I had to get that. Moon Knight come out today.
Ah, nice.
Did you not get that?
No, because I don't have all the other ones, so I'm just reading it online.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Walking Dead 161 come out today.
How are the Walking Dead comics right now?
They're better than the TV show.
Yeah.
And I love my TV show.
I love my TV show, but I'm gonna
But-
tell you what, if they don't take and do some other stuff, I'm getting kind of tired of seeing them just trounced on.
Again, you did not see this last episode.
All right, good to go. All right,
I mean, you don't read the comics, so you know.
I might have to watch that tonight before I go. I got to go out of town for another seminar.
'Cause I mean, the last couple of comics I've read, that was on this episode.
Okay, cool.
And
cool,
I'm
cool,
like,
cool, cool, cool.
I know what's gonna happen next.
Wait a minute. Wait, the ones that because you're talking about the
I'm
old comics.
yeah.
Not today's.
Like
comics.
right in the one, like the 105 ish.
Okay.
comics.
Okay. Cool.
But you can read the comics, and there's so many differences, but yet there's a lot of similarities. So
You kind of
Don't-
take it as a baseline. like-
yeah, I mean, if you get ahead on the comics, you're gonna see what's coming. But there's a lot of stuff that's totally different.
Well, yeah, and that's the whole thing about it. It's such a smart thing. When I was younger, I would have hated it. Older, I understand, and I totally agree with it.
Yeah.
All right, so just tell me this, because I know we're not going to talk Walking Dead.
All right.
Josh, don't worry.
Yeah.
So
It's
anyway,
okay.
what happened on the walk?
Yeah, but without the spoilers, good episode.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to. I want.
That's all I need.
I want to give a little bit of salt and pepper, but I'm stopping there.
Because I'm telling you, man, I was
Stop
coming
right there.
close to being like, yeah, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, I see here. I mean, one last thing on Walking Dead.
I've never said that.
Like season 3 with the governor or so, I was like, I'm getting bored with this.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
But
3 and 4 weren't.
Will
the
said
best.
that.
Yeah.
yeah, but now I'm really getting because I know what's the things that are coming, so I'm excited.
All right, cool.
They better bring Ezekiel back before the end of the split here.
Dude,
the
right?
season
right.
end. But anyway, that's enough of that.
Are you into the seasons of Flash yet?
No, and they're getting ready to do mid-season finale for everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be diligent about getting caught up over the winter break.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and my time opens up a little bit more for in concrete with this. So
Right.
if I literally have like even a couple of snow days, I can binge the 9 episodes or 10 episodes I'm back.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, and I can't wait because I'm so blessed. My wife is incredible. She doesn't miss an episode.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't miss that. She doesn't miss, for the longest time, Arrow or Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
So all these crossovers she was really big on. And one day they made me go downstairs on the crossover for The Flash. I think we were talking about that before.
Might have been.
And I heard upstairs them cheering.
Oh.
How many times they were like, "Whoa, yeah, oh yeah, go!" You know, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I'm back in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I gotta watch these."
I was gonna watch because the CW is talking about online. You can just watch the four episodes
Mm-hmm.
of the crossover. I was like, I might just watch those 4.
Yeah. If you didn't want to invest in the whole thing, why not? Right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something to save your time. The first one
Cliff
was
notes.
The first one was
That's how I
Supergirl,
read.
and it doesn't have any crossover stuff.
That's
in
what
it.
Connor told me
Yeah.
too. He
Yeah.
goes, "I was kind of not cool because the very last minute,
Yeah.
they brought
Yeah.
something in."
That's it.
But do you like Supergirl? Do you watch that regularly?
I don't care for
I
it.
like Supergirl.
Yeah. Do you watch it regularly?
I
Are you
have
up on it?
I watched the first 2 episodes of this year, but it's on Monday night, and there is too much on Monday night.
Like what else is on that you're?
Well, we got football, we got wrestling. For the first part of it, Big Bang Theory,
Yeah.
and I don't know, something else. Gotham was on Monday nights, so it's too packed on that day.
I finally made the call. I gave up on Once Upon a Time.
Did you?
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
couldn't do it
I
anymore.
haven't watched it for like 2 seasons now.
Really, it just kept going and going and going. It's like if they would give it a set finale of when they were going to wrap stuff up, it would have been cool. But they just keep milking it.
Dude, my wife just started that and is loving the
first couple
season.
seasons.
Oh
were
yeah,
awesome.
the first 3, I think.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
I could do that because I don't want to watch
Yeah.
long stuff.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
after a while, she's like, oh gosh, stop.
close to giving up on Gotham too, because like you said, it's just becoming a cop show, and they veered too far from the Batman we know to where they could never get back to the Batman we know.
I wonder how that happened. How did somebody play on? If you're gonna show this thing kind of developing, I don't know. It sounded better in theory than in practice.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'm close to giving that one up too.
Oh, hey, did you hear what they're doing for the Inhumans?
Just a TV show. Any other news?
Check this out. It's a really neat thing. They're going to have it, I think, on Netflix or
Oh,
something
cool.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're going to do is have the first 2 episodes on IMAX.
Yes, I did hear that. Yeah, in
Oh.
the theater. Yeah.
Yeah. And make it like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to continue on, you got to go to Netflix.
That's awesome.
That is sweet. I would
What
say,
a great idea.
Jinx.
What a great idea. I
Yeah,
know. Buy
Jinx.
me a Coke.
I will say this: my experience with Inhumans has been Civil War.
Oh yeah.
So like this Medusa character,
That's the first you've ever really gotten into?
that's all I've really known
DC,
about.
that's right. All right. Inhumans, man. They're
And I'm really digging these characters.
yeah.
They're very, very similar to X-Men.
Mm.
In
And that's
fact-
why I was kind of like, why is Beast over there instead of with the X-Men?
Oh yeah.
I found out why that was. I know we talked about that a little bit last week.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting ready to go to war because this Terrigen Mist is killing the X-Men, and it's the way the Inhumans get their power. So they want it. X-Men don't want it. So they sent Beast as kind of a goodwill ambassador. He's working with the Inhumans to try to find a cure for the mutants, so the mutants don't get killed off by this.
That's cool.
You rule. That was a succinct explanation because I
like
didn't
that.
understand
Yeah.
that. All right, good. I'm up. I understand now.
Because I say these characters, what little I've read, I'm really liking them.
They're really
I'm
cool.
Really liking
Except the
them.
big dog, dude. I don't know
Yeah.
what he is. Does he speak? Is he like got a human mind or what?
I mean,
Oh, you
it's
talking
like-
about the big dog? He's not
He's
a
a big-
dude.
no,
He's
it's like a
dog.
big
He's
pit bull looking
big,
thing.
huge
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Is that a
He is-
person? Is that what
I
is
just
that?
What he
expect
is,
at
he
some point he'd
transports.
shake his head and slob to go everywhere.
He's a transporter.
Oh,
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, like
So he's got a human mentality. He's sentient and
brilliant.
everything.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
awesome.
That is awesome.
they are very, very close, like maybe sideways to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
In a way, yeah.
They have a different feel, like where the Guardians are like, ha,
Yeah.
seat of their pants. These guys are a royal family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're prestigious, and and Black Bolt, the ultimate strong, silent type. He can't talk.
I'll tell you what, one of the coolest things I saw was, how dominating Magneto is. He doesn't back down from anything on this planet.
Yeah.
He was even afraid of Black Bolt.
If Black Bolt opens his mouth, it's like a nuke.
Yeah, he could take a world out by speaking.
In fact, he has done that.
Yeah.
Right now in the stories, he's kind of paying the price for unleashing like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, just to see Magneto get intimidated by somebody, I was like, I've never
Unreal,
seen
right?
that.
Because Magneto, no, you're right.
Not just a one-on-one either. It was like he was afraid for his entire mutant team versus just Black Bolt.
What was
That's
the
crazy.
storyline that you're referring to where this happened? The X-Men Inhumans
Death of
crossover?
X.
Death of X. Okay, cool.
So I've not finished that. I read the first one and I was like,
Oh, it's got a good twist.
okay, then I'll jump back into it. So I've
Yeah.
got them. I just got to read them again.
It's
then.
good. It's good.
Cool.
Is there any other TV shows you guys have been watching?
The one, Walking Dead is the biggest thing that I've been following.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't know what it is, man. I'm not real excited about anything that's on. I'm looking for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of am too. I got Gotham and Flash. That's about it. Now I'll tell you what, this crossover did get me kind of excited in Arrow. I'm kind of considering going back and watching Arrow.
Dude, I love that, and I haven't for a while too. Like this season, what they were talking about doing with it, I didn't want to talk bad about it, but I was like not excited. Bringing in all this young kids and being a new team of upstarts. I was like, dude, what?
All right, without saying a lot, let me ask you this: is Kid Flash on Flash?
Put it this way. They are bringing in speedsters. Like, Spider-Man, you got Venom and Carnage and all of these things.
Right.
Flash is doing that. They have a speedster world, and I don't know if Kid Flash is there yet.
Okay, because
I'm back this season.
Because I thought I heard someone say, like a younger, fast guy, and I'm like, well, that sounds like Kid Flash to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, you've got Barry Allen, you got Bart, you got Wally West, all of these different ones, and I don't want to give too much away because they're bringing in new ones. I don't know isn't Bart Kid Flash? Isn't he?
Bart. Which one's Bart?
Is it?
If he has a skateboard, his name is Simpson.
No.
Simpson.
Wasn't Bart his dad?
No. I might be wrong. I don't want to seem too sure about it.
No kibosh.
But I thought Bart was...
Wally West is in the show.
Yeah, Wally West is in the show now. And his dad
think
is
that's-
Jay.
Joe.
No, Joe is his surrogate father.
Yes.
You know that guy's from Bedford?
No kidding.
Yeah. Joe, the black guy who's his surrogate dad,
Yeah.
who I love. He's awesome. He can sing too. I don't know if you've ever heard him
I
sing.
think he sang one time on the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But he's from Bedford.
No
That's
kidding.
interesting.
And he's
awesome.
my age. It's like, wait a minute, I thought you were a little bit older. Maybe I'm just really immature.
He was in a cop role in something else like CSI or something like that too.
Oh, what was it?
That was awesome.
Law and Order,
Law
one
and
of their
Order. Yeah.
one of their things.
Yeah.
Fantastic though. So yeah, Flash though I recommend. If
I keep thinking I need to jump back in, and I think I
what
made
made
through.
you jump off? Were you
Something else come on?
Oh,
New season of something, and next thing you know, I gotta get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
I tell
Because I've just started iZombie season 2.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. 3's coming out in the spring.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely love that
I
show.
love me some Liv Moore. She's
Yeah.
awesome.
I'll tell you what else I'm waiting on is Stranger Things.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
Stranger
gonna be
Things
awesome.
too.
For
And
sure.
I'm so worried about that one.
Yeah, I'm kind
I
of
mean,
worried
is it
too.
gonna mess up the feel that we have about the
Yeah.
season 1?
too. Totally could. In fact, I almost don't want them to mess with anything.
Yeah, I think 'cause I'm
Let
like,
it go.
We
Yeah.
ended this. Let's let this piece of gold lay there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't-
let it
don't
be
let it
gold.
tarnish.
Don't
let it get
tarnish that
tarnished.
gold. Yeah.
All right, hey, that's a good conversation for another day. What sequels, should have let the gold lay?
So many.
So man, that's like a series of
Yeah,
podcasts.
No doubt.
Mhm.
Dude,
Yep.
yeah, man.
We gotta remember that for the upcoming year. That's definitely something.
That's
That
a
is
good one.
That's a good one.
That one and
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, it hurts.
how can you take and ruin something so good?
20 years
totally.
later,
So
let's use
totally.
the same jokes.
Yeah.
No.
I tell you what, I was so excited when they came back out with, you know, Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey. Like,
Yeah.
oh, they're going to fix it. That crap that these kids
Yeah,
did.
the Dumberer and Dumberer. Oh, gosh, that was bad.
The worst was when they were parked on the highway and the cars are going around and they're taking their time.
That movie. Thank you.
I was just like, this
it's
is
like
not
a brain.
funny.
It's like a brain lesion in there.
I was like, this is not funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of our peeps, Kevin Smith, was on Joe Rogan, I think, yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's one that I might have to download for the trip.
I'd love me some Kevin Smith, but his last movies have been terrible.
What was his last ones?
He had Tusk.
Tusk was brutal.
That was absolutely hideous.
It was almost bad, like he wanted it to be, like cliche
They said
bad.
That was the joke?
Maybe.
Someone made a joke on his podcast. And they like, we'll make that into a movie. And they did. It was terrible. Then the last one they had is...
You wonder how many of those things happen.
I bet a lot.
You smoking a little weed and drinking a little bit, and it sounds so
Not
stupid.
Kevin
Let's
Smith.
do it.
Everything
Not
James
Kevin
Franco's
Smith.
ever put out.
Then
Snoochie Boochies.
then the last one was he just made Yoga Hosers.
I haven't heard of that.
It's on Netflix now, and his daughter stars in it, Harley Quinn Smith.
Wow.
I know, right? And I think
He's committed.
That's not as bad as I think it's Nicolas Cage's son is Kal-El.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
He told her one time, he was like, be lucky you were a girl, because you had been a boy, you would have been Oswald Copperpot.
Nah. True story. My dog's name is Kylo Cobblepot.
That's awesome.
Kylo Cobblepot.
Well, I named my cat one time
It was named by a
Sequoia
5-year-old, so-
Metallica Mahogany Wood. She answered to Kitty. I was like, come on, Sequoia.
Sequoia, that's awesome.
Like, come on.
Sad.
Hey,
My
a
last
5-year-old
name is
was
Wood, it's
responsible
trees.
for mine, so I can't say too much.
My kids are responsible too. I've got Gracie and Obi.
Now, you know your kids didn't pick Gracie.
They did.
Or
It had
Obi.
nothing to do with
One
jujitsu.
Kenobi.
Had nothing to do with jujitsu. But I
fated to be in
encouraged
your
it when
blood.
she said. I was like, "That's a good one.
That's
a
good. We're going with that. No more
I'm
suggestions.
afraid to ever tell that to Hoyce. He'll kill me. Name your dog after me?
No. It was.
I didn't name her. Riley did.
No, it was Hoyler.
And-
Yeah.
But Hoyce
Enzo.
is like the best with kids ever. So if it was Connor or Riley, he'd be like, "It's okay then."
Are they a tight knit family? All the Gracies. They stay connected and everything.
Yeah. I mean, they're family. I mean, they're so busy that it's hard for them to take in,
yeah, I can see that.
be together. Somebody asked him that the other day.
Just imagine like Hickson rolling up in there or something.
All right, here, check this out. I'll give you one of the cool stories that one of the other black belts told me. He has an academy. His name is Lynn, and he has a jiu-jitsu academy in Los Angeles in Emerson Knives Warehouse. If you watched Royce on Bellator when he fought this, top of the year, where he was training was this guy's school.
Okay.
And, he'd just come in. He goes, dude, there is a jiu-jitsu famous person. Every stone throw, I can go in every direction from my school.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I'm sitting there, and my guys, they'd finished their workout. And because I was saying, does Hoyce come by and train? He goes, oh, yeah, every now and then he'll just come by because he's in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, but we've got in Ultimate Royce Gracie. And the guys are all watching and stuff and gathered around like what we'd be around here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, a chair pulls up next to him, and, he looks, and it's Royce. It's Royce. And he's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be on the mat, not off the mat. This is okay, though. We'll let this one go. And he said he sat there with him, and on every match he did commentary and told him what he was thinking at the time.
This needs to be
is
recorded
epic.
right here.
That is the
That
coolest
would
thing
be
ever.
awesome.
Is that awesome or what? His whole thing, he was like, yeah. Dude, right there, this guy, I could tell he was tired. So every time I put the knee on the belly when he tried to buck, a little bit more, I hear him go, oof. I was like, oh, yeah, it's working.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gosh, I always hated knee and belly. Always hated that.
The knee on the belly is crazy. But
That's all you know. That's your problem.
Yeah.
I still remember that seminar. Someone asked about knee and belly. They had two things they could do, guys. That's all you know. That's your problem.
Yeah,
I learned my butt off. I learned that day. Don't ever ask a question.
I don't. Royce always asks a question like that. You guys, questions. And I'm like, not me, brother.
Nope.
And everybody balks at it. And then he goes, oh, so everybody knows everything for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And I was like, some dummy is going to let that one yank him out. It's like, well, I did think. It's like, shut up. No, I'm just kidding. He plays that game, and then he'll take an answer or anything.
That's cool though that you said like there's so many jiu-jitsu guys a stone throws away, and it's like 20 years ago nobody knew what it was.
Yep.
That's amazing.
That's right.
Now, you'd be hard pressed to go into any city and not be able, if you looked hard enough, to find somebody doing jiu-jitsu.
It's almost like people feel they need to do it to sell now. I'll see like Kempo karate schools plus jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Oh, in some of these places, quote black belt.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude. The best thing about that.
But it's like there's only so many Gracies, and like I know they had students that went on to teach, but in 20 years, how has this saturated the entire country like this?
Well, that I think that's one of the reasons that Royce specifically met in our meeting was about making sure to preserve the integrity of the approach.
Yeah.
Well, it's a phrase we used to always use. Make sure the belt fits.
Make sure the belt fits. If it doesn't, he has another saying: the belt covers 2 inches of your ass. You have to cover the rest.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's true. It's like you can take and walk around with a fake belt. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes time, they're not going to help you one little bit.
Yep.
You can go in the magazine and get one right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but flattery. That's why it's the highest form of a compliment. But buyer beware. If you're out there looking for jiu-jitsu, check their credentials.
For sure.
Go in, talk with the instructor, find out who he trained with, how long he's trained.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the vibe of the school. See if they're good people or a bunch of douchebags.
Yep.
See if they're anything written good, bad, or ugly about them. Do your homework.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyhow, it's my rant.
Well, it's absolutely true too.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
Mm.
We got lucky.
I didn't mean to turn this into a jiu-jitsu podcast, man. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It was good info tonight. I liked it.
Yeah, we did get some Spider-Man talk in, so that's
Yeah,
important.
Yeah. And some Guardians.
Yeah.
I know we're out of time, so I'm not going to go deep into this, but there's an X-Men show that's coming out soon. It's called Legion. Have you heard anything about that?
I've seen the preview, and I was totally excited about just them even doing something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it gonna be on?
FX.
FX. Okay.
Tell us a little bit
I haven't
about
heard
it.
anything about
And not only about it, but
Wait.
are you excited for it?
I'm excited when I heard it was X-Men, but they've kind of explained it's barely going to be X-Men. Like
I'm worried about that very thing.
they're going to live in a world where mutants exist, and Legion is Professor X's son, and I think that's probably the only X-Men tie-ins we're going to get from the show.
Okay.
But it looks like a very interesting show because it's got almost a Moon Knight-esque feel where the entirety of the
he
thing...
looks crazy.
It's taking place in a mental place, but at the same time, you're seeing all these other things going on, and you don't know it's kind of just like the Moon Knight comic in a way.
Do you know who Legion is?
Yeah,
The son of.
Professor X.
Professor
Yeah,
X.
That's
yeah.
what he just said.
See his.
Because I was reading about this character right now.
I was like, that's what he just said.
I thought he said he knew that he was like he trained under him. That's what I
No.
thought.
It was his son, so he's got Charles's.
Who's the mom then?
McTaggart?
No, not Mataggart, but it was another one from your island that he kind of had a little fling with.
Parent says Gabriel Holler.
Yeah,
Holler!
and Charles didn't know he had a son, so
When you throw those lobs, we got to swing.
I know.
yeah.
That's how sad it is.
That came out really good. We worked on that a long time to get
duet.
that right.
But the premise of the show is pretty cool because he's got Charles's power. He's a powerful psychic, but he's also got multiple personalities, and it kind of fractured to where every personality has their own superpower.
Oh, that is awesome.
yeah, that's cool.
So he's
Okay,
trying
I'm
to
in right now.
Yeah, I'm in.
he's trying to like get control and absorb them back into himself so he can control the powers. And it's gonna be cool. It's only 8 episodes, but I think it's gonna be awesome.
How cool is
I'm already
this?
liking it.
What about that new one? I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. Who's the guy who's playing Professor X young character in the X-Men movies right now?
McAvoy.
McAvoy.
Yes, that's right.
James McAvoy. Have you seen his new horror movie coming out where he has split personalities?
Yeah.
It's funny. I mean, he's done awful things and he'll do them to you too. Oh, jeez.
He puts the lotion on the skin.
Hedrick, I'm 7 years old. It's like, oh, Lord.
So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. It looks pretty cool.
I mean, just the premise of it right off the bat sounds good.
You see the guy in the mental hospital talking to a therapist about his multiple personalities, and then we see it, I guess the way he sees it, because we'll see like one of the personalities was a female pyromancer. So we see this female character out in the world doing stuff with a flame ability, but it's really him. It's his personality. So everybody else is seeing him, but I guess we get to see it through his eyes.
Dude,
That is cool.
I'm watching that.
That is cool.
It sounds pretty sweet.
I wish. I'm sorry. I was gonna say I wish that would be a Netflix show.
Yeah.
So that I could binge it.
You know what I'm thinking of right now? It's kind of reminded me of Quantum Leap type of thing, where he's leaping into a different person week after week.
Boy, that's a neat way to look at that. I can see that.
Yeah.
But the difference is that, you know, on the Quantum Leap, he jumped into the body that they saw the body.
Right.
But now we're seeing it through, you know, his eyes where he's being someone else.
He thinks
I
that's
still got to
cool,
read
so.
Moon Knight too. I got to read Moon Knight.
I'm liking Moon Knight.
Yeah.
I just finished number 5.
What came out today? 10?
9.
9. Okay.
No, I just got to catch up on those last 4. Because that finished like a first arc.
Yep.
So now the next one starts another arc.
That means I can go buy the trade paperback and get them all in one shot.
It probably is.
I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it's out there.
Probably. Or very close to coming.
I love doing that. I binge everything because my time, it's hard for me to stay scheduled. I have so much going on.
Yeah.
But boy, if I can take and get a collected, work, whether it's Netflix or a trade paperback, I'd rather do that a lot of time.
There's one of the boxes like Geek Fuel or one of them like that. They have a blind box, and it comes with like every month it comes with 5 graphic novels.
I think that's like a nerd block, the comic block.
Could be.
I think that's what it is.
That's
kinda cool
that's
to
pretty
get.
cool.
Hey, how many boxes do you have subscriptions to right now?
I am down to 3.
3. What about you?
I just have the one. I get the Marvel Pop box.
I get the Marvel and the DC box, and then I get Bam box, which Bam box will probably get cut soon.
I saw the one
The
that
last
you
couple were terrible.
did with animated one. I saw your adult animation stuff.
Yeah,
That
that was
looked-
Bam box. It was absolutely awful.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
I had a couple of
I'll
pictures
tell you how
in
bad
there.
it was. Another company actually put out a thing that said if you were really upset with that box, let us know that you got it, and we will give you a free box.
So that you'll come subscribe to our thing?
And all I have to do is pay shipping on. I'm like, okay, I'll get that one box then.
Yeah.
What was it? Do you remember the name?
Well, I don't want to disparage it, but it's Nerd Block.
Nerd Block.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'll do that.
Yeah. He got me into Bam. I subbed for a little while because the very first one they put out was awesome.
Yeah.
It had like a real metal battering and all
Yeah.
kinds of cool stuff.
That thing was awesome.
And then just progressively.
Yeah, then the next one
I wonder why they do that. I mean, that's too bad.
They had an awesome idea, and they're like, we're going to get together. We're going to make
Yeah.
these boxes. And then they realized they didn't have that many ideas for different boxes.
Yeah, well, the second one had a Friday the 13th. The hockey mask, and it was autographed by the guy. The kid in the very first one that played Jason, it was autographed by him.
Wow.
And it's really cool.
there's
And
some cool
then as soon as
autographs,
you
yeah.
jumped in, you ruined it.
Yeah, I got like Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, Ralph Macchio autograph.
I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got that and the other guy. The bad guy, Johnny.
Johnny?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got an autograph of him too.
Billy Zabka.
Yes.
I got the
yes.
guy that played Candyman and Zoom on Flash.
Nah,
Oh, yeah,
I like
yeah.
Candyman.
Candyman.
Candyman,
Don't say
Candy.
it 3 times. You come.
What, is that
here.
Beetlejuice or?
No, that's him.
Both
You
of
can't-
them?
Yeah, if you say it in the
Both
mirror.
of them had the 3. Come on.
Dude, it's not original.
Who stole on who?
Candyman stole a Beetle.
I think Candyman has been around for a long, long time.
Beetlejuice, I think, was first.
I've heard talk of Beetlejuice too.
It's I think there's a time period where you just need to say no.
Yeah, no
and I'm
kidding.
thinking about that with Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
No, Bill and Ted, let it happen.
Well, they talking about the Goonies.
If they did Bill and Ted, they would have to do it like to where their band was actually realized, like how much they had talked
Yeah, they
about
would
it
be in
when
the
they were
future.
young. Yeah.
Doing the
They would
guitar
actually
thing.
have to be the whole saviors and
Yeah.
play it. They
Oh,
would
I
have to
love
play that story. That'd
It's
be
so
kinda
funny.
cool.
I just watched that again just not too long ago.
Can't do it without George Carlin though, man.
Yeah, that's a huge thing for me.
Yeah. The world's at a loss without him. He
Yeah.
was awesome.
Dude, some of his stand-ups were absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
he
Now
was.
he's complete, one-sided liberal. He's not, in the middle of anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I loved his cynicism though.
Yeah.
I
I mean, he
did
was
too.
going like a 2-minute rant,
Mhm.
maybe 3-4 minute rant. It's just like, how does he remember that for his stand-up? It's
Right.
incredible.
Exactly.
That's why I say he's a genius, because you have to be to do
Yeah.
that.
I mean, you see some of the stand-up people, they'll bring like a water and have a little sheet with notes on it. No, he was out there with a microphone. That was it.
Mhm.
Dude, he was the man.
Yeah,
he
for
was
sure.
great stand-up.
I like him, and I still like whenever Connor, if he's in a bad mood, you know, and I'm
Eddie Murphy.
No, Mitch Hedberg.
Who was that?
Mitch Hedberg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no Eddie.
Well,
Norton. No.
No Raw. No Delirious.
No Delirious. Maybe Shrek.
Daddy Daycare.
Could be a Daddy Daycare. An edited version of Trading Places.
Wow.
When you think of love.
Man, that is one of my favorite comedies.
I love that.
That Trading Places.
Jacuzzi, sir.
And,
Oh man,
Coming to America. Oh man, I love those two movies.
Trading Places was definitely one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to America, I like too, but I love Trading Places.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
Sub like me on the 8th floor.
On the 8th floor.
No need to be a jive.
With
Turkey
these, I
goes
cut
at
him.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, I love that movie. Agent Orange, Special Agent Orange. I was all over that place.
I put that on Facebook not too long ago. Especially Orange. I was all over the place.
Love that.
Thanks, I got all over that place.
Dude. Love that. But Mitch Hedberg, man, oh man, he can do no wrong. You ever listen to his stuff?
Doesn't sound familiar.
You've got to, on the way home, put it on your iPod and just listen. You'll thank me for the ride home.
All right, Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg. He's a stoner type of dude, and he's like real dry and hilarious. If you're out there and listening to this and you've never heard Mitch Hedberg, do yourself a favor and look him up.
Mm-hmm.
He's passed away now. He actually OD'd, and
Sam Kinison, I really liked him too.
yeah, I mean, Sam I could take in small doses.
You didn't like him screaming all the time?
No,
Well, Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat is one of my favorite Joe Rogan podcast interviews. That guy, he's a director now, and he made a Sasquatch movie called Willow Creek.
Because it's real. Sasquatch is real. I don't care what you say, Josh Bresnell.
If you want to see a good movie that is, I think it's on Netflix now, or it might even be on YouTube. Literally, I think he did that on purpose. Go watch Willow Creek. It's good. It's real. It's like Blair Witch style, but it's great. It's a
I
great
saw a
movie.
joke. It was hilarious about Bigfoot. It's like, what do y'all think he really has? Man parts or one of those dog red rocket things?
Don't want to know. If you ever find out, it's probably not going to be going well for you.
That's a bad day.
Dude, red rocket.
Did you see him out there? I don't want to talk about it.
I don't talk about it. I want to go home. I want to go home right now.
What was it, one of those alien probes?
Well, here, get in the car. I can't sit down. I don't play no more. I'm gonna lay on the roof.
He's going to be needing one of those donuts.
Dude, donuts.
It's
I need
not
a
a
donut.
hemorrhoid.
That's the bumps.
Well, and we just fell right off the track.
I know. We had such a good podcast.
Dude, I was about to take a left turn toward donuts.
Yeah.
Donuts. Oh.
Yeah, I was in Roanoke this past week. 2 dozen Krispy Kremes come home with me.
I'll tell you what. I got to have my Krispy Kreme. Tab will say, oh, let's go over to Dunkin'. I'm like, Dunkin'
Yeah,
does
we
not
got Dunkin'
compare.
in Lynchburg. I'm like, yeah, no, thank you.
Does not compare.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you.
Let me do some explaining.
The best donut in the world for me is the Munchkin from Dunkin' Donuts that is jelly filled. Now, because you know the donut holes and stuff, they're like, no big deal. They've been around forever.
Yeah.
But these, they're so soft. I mean, they're like light as a feather, and they got that jelly in them. Oh, my gosh. In fact, after the seminar, after we're all done with the winter celebration and everything, the first year, me and Will, we was like, man, we're going to Dunkin' Donuts on the way home because, you got to eat really clean because if you're all dragging tail, man, you're going to feel it in the seminars.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
But at the end, that's how we kind of it was one of our little celebratory things. And one of our buddies, Jason Colbreth, said, hey, come on, man, I'll take you guys out. We'll take and go to dinner afterwards and stuff. So we did, and both of us were like so happy to hang out with Jason. Hadn't seen him in so long. Both of us were a little bit pissed that we missed Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, man, we got to wait on him, take pictures and stuff. Dunkin' is going to be closed, so we didn't get it.
The Dunkin'.
I got to, before I take and call it a year, 2016, I got to take and get me one more Dunkin' run.
Yeah, I might have to find another Krispy Kreme. Man, I love those Krispy Kremes.
Do they have a Krispy Kreme in Roanoke?
Yeah.
And that's what you said you got it at?
Yeah, whenever I go, it's a war in my head Do I stop or not? And Josh has gotten many a text from me on this.
That war isn't won very often.
No, it's not. It is not.
We can't call. This is a massacre, not a war.
And usually it's not even close because it's not even 1 dozen. I'm usually bringing back 2.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm 2 dozen glazed, right?
No. I
You do have variety, right?
I get a dozen glazed, and then I'll get a dozen chocolate covered.
Okay,
Now,
there's no
the
variety.
last time I got it was a dozen glazed, and I had 6 chocolate covered. Then they had a strawberry icing cover. So I'm like, oh yeah, give me 6 of those.
Yeah, but it's exact. The best thing I like about Dunkin' is that they have the variety.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have like you had a dozen of what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I want like, give me 2 dozen of them donut holes. I mean, they're little. Come on
donut
now.
holes,
Fill up a
does
cup.
nothing for me.
I'm telling you. Do you like jelly donuts?
Sometimes.
Okay, well,
I'm
if
not
you don't like
huge on
jelly,
them.
you won't like them.
Mainly because I take one bite and it's like all over the place.
It's an art. You want to know the way to eat a jelly donut? There's an art.
Do we eat the hole first?
Yes. Always.
And people are like, what hole is he talking about? That donut, they squirt stuff in there.
That's where you gotta do it. Don't worry.
And-
I'll learn you.
This is something, Riley had her kitchen tonight, and we strayed from her kitchen.
Let's take and hold that off.
Yes.
Until next time.
We got into the donut kitchen over here.
Yeah.
Man. What is your favorite donut, Josh?
I like a regular glaze with chocolate icing on it with the sprinkles. Gotta have some sprinkles.
Yeah, see, I didn't get the sprinkles on
The sprinkles don't do nothing for me. That's a waste.
It's like a crunchy piece of sugar.
A little bit of crunch. I like it.
Yeah.
Because, man. Now, if you put coconut on one of them Dunkin'
Coconut's not
Donuts,
bad.
I like that.
There you go.
I'll tell you something. If you don't eat them all at once, which I did, it usually takes me about 2 days to maybe 3 to finish off the dozen.
And then you're sick as a dog.
No, I'm still happy camper. But what I'll do is in the microwave for about 10 to 12 seconds.
Oh.
And it's like it's right back to that brand new heat, hot off the oven.
Now you're. How come I have never nuked a donut before?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you nuke it too much, you got a brick.
I can
just-
do it
just
for
like 10
too.
seconds.
Gotta hit that sweet spot.
Now with the chocolate on top of it, 10 seconds, it gets a little moist in there. It's hot.
10 seconds?
Yeah. Now the most I'll
10
go is
is
like
the
12.
magic number.
Choice taking notes.
Yeah, like 12 at the most.
Okay.
Because after all, it's like
I got a brand new microwave
This
now.
is
It's got to
lava.
be.
This is lava here. I don't know if I want to eat that.
Oh.
Now, how often can you actually partake in sweets like that?
Dude, I got to be careful.
Well,
because
yeah, his
Yeah.
sugar just went up us talking
I
about
know.
this.
Put it this way.
Like a treat a week, every other week.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Like on the weekend.
Yeah.
I can actually, if I'm super, super, super tight, like on a high fat, medium protein, and very low sugar type of thing, like a keto diet, I can do a cyclic thing where I can take and shoot up the insulin response by eating a lot of sugar on the weekend.
Ah.
At least I tell myself that.
Well,
Yes.
what kind of jelly do you get in there? Though? 'Cause there's different kinds of jelly.
I like strawberry. I like
I
raspberry.
love strawberry.
I would do blueberry, but that's real hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
I like blueberry. But if I do, here's the thing. I love donuts. They don't love me.
All right.
I love sugar. I love cereal.
Yep.
None of it loves me. If I do it too much, the next day I'll pay for it. I'll literally be
You'll lose a
sick to
toe.
my stomach. Dude, I'll lose a toe.
See, I mean, me, it doesn't bother my stomach, but I do feel lethargic. Daryl Wood with a big word.
I rarely get them. I'm not that big into sweets. I kind of like salty stuff more. Like I'd rather go hit up like Aunt Annie's and get those little pretzel bite nugget things.
And check
I,
the-
I could eat those all
I like
the
the
time.
Snyder's ones.
You're the second person that has said that to me. Riley actually was asking me about Aunt Annie's
Uh-huh.
or Aunt Annie's. When we were going through the airport in Charlotte, they had one of those. I've never eaten there
Yeah.
because it looked like it's just a pretzel.
That's all it is, pretzel shop. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do you have any dipping with it, or
Oh yeah, marinara sauce.
no? See, I would go nacho cheese.
Get a little butter on them.
I like me some
So-
nacho cheese.
Dude, I like cheese, but I like. Put it this way: anything. If I'm dipping anything, I love it, man.
Anything related to, if I can pretend it's a pizza, it's going in my mouth.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
dude.
yeah.
Now it's funny because right next to the Annie's was a Quiznos,
Yeah.
and we don't have Quiznos here anymore.
Man, I used to love some Quiznos.
Dude, what was your favorite Quiznos?
It was what was that thing called now? Man, it's been so long.
Black Angus steak.
No, it was a chicken. Man, it had like a sauce with it and bacon. Man,
Nice. Okay.
Gosh, I love that.
Well,
man.
I went to the.
I'd get like the double chicken on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I went and got the Black Angus, which I love.
Which I love that one as well.
that was
too.
good, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
I never had Quiznos.
Quiznos is good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Man, I miss that here too.
I will tell you this: the oven that they went through, because I had it on the way over there and the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Both times, the oven that they had in the Charlotte airport just wasn't hot enough to melt all the cheese 100%.
Yeah.
That kind of took away from it. But there was an Annie's right next to the Quiznos, and I kind of peeked over there. One of the things they looked like they had was like a pretzel wrapped hot dog.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that looked good. I was like, oh wow, maybe I thought it was just a big pretzel.
I tell you one thing I never liked when I go to places. Is some of my friends when we went to Miami, they love Cinnabon. Cinnabon does nothing for me.
Yeah, nothing for me.
It's
I
okay.
don't like cinnamon at all.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not big on cinnamon.
I mean, because we were leaving as like 8:00 in the morning. I didn't have breakfast, so I tried one. As like that did give me an upset stomach.
That is pure sugar.
I mean, that I was like,
It's
that,
not good for you, no matter how good it tastes.
Right.
And usually, like even I love sweets, I can probably do a little bit of that, and then I'm like, okay, I can't do
Yeah,
it anymore.
yeah.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it was too much for me.
It's too much.
I mean, you got some people like get that big Cinnabon and just scarf it right down. I'm like, dang, I can't do that.
That is not what we're looking for.
No,
No,
but it woke them up. That sugar kicked in hard.
Sugar
I
rush.
think
And
part of,
then the downer
the
afterwards when it starts
crash.
going away.
I think
Yeah.
part of heaven is going to be unlimited amounts.
It's gonna be like vacation. Don't be skimpy on the green stuff or the
Yeah.
blue stuff.
I think you're going to be able to eat donuts for millennia.
Whatever you love.
Let me. Have you ever tried this? I saw this at a baseball game once. It was on TV, and I want to try this. A glazed donut, cut in half, hamburger.
Yes, I've seen it, I heard it, and I tried it. That's as close as I.
I don't
Look at
think
his
I'd
face.
mix those.
Oh my
two.
gosh, dude! It had bacon on it. Got
telling you, it's
salty,
good.
sweet, and it sounds delicious to me.
I tried one. It's really good.
Really?
It's when you mix salty and sweet. Remember I was telling you about that pretzel dessert?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why it's so good because you don't think they should go together, and it like explodes in your mouth.
Oh,
Man, it's
yeah.
good.
Some
Taste explodes.
some sea salt caramels, dude. It's the best thing you ever had.
Dude, I love sea salt.
Yeah, I was never big on those.
Really?
I know a
Oh,
lot of people absolutely love it. I'm just like, it's all right.
I'm not big on taffies.
Taffies,
Salt-
I'm not big
salt
on.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, saltwater taffy. Yeah,
My grandpa used to
I
get all
go
that
to
stuff
best on
every time he went to the beach. The
Yeah, 'cause
taffies.
a couple of my family, they would every time they go to the beach, they always bring me back a box of saltwater taffy. Like I think,
Yeah, don't need that stuff.
I mean, as always, I appreciate it. The thought, I guess.
My grandpa would eat those orange peanut things. You remember those?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Ugh.
Those things, have you ever, as an adult, tried them?
Orange peanut thing.
You don't know. It's like a
It's
marshmallow.
like a marshmallow kind of thing. It's shaped like a peanut. It looks just like a peanut. It's got the ridges on it, just like a peanut.
It's like a punishment.
So
No, don't know
gross.
this
If
one.
you're a kid back in the 70s, 80s, or whatever, I don't know. When,
he's
I mean, it
at
was
least
still
a decade under us.
Yeah, it was still like 90s for me.
they're terrible,
My
dude.
grandpa loved
I
them.
mean,
things.
I always,
Ugh.
I always
He
like
liked
candy
Peeps too,
corn.
though.
Oh, Peeps. I
I
can
like a peep now.
Oh no.
I
put it this
do.
way. Peep is sweet. This thing is like, you ever seen packing peanuts when you take and go to the?
Yeah.
It's like that, and they try to put a little taste on it, and it didn't work.
That's awful.
That's awful.
Here's some styrofoam. Go to town.
Somebody brings that to my house. That might be worth a punch in the face right there, man.
I always hate when I buy something and then you take it out. There's peanuts everywhere. That stupid styrofoam. Like some of them are like get like magnet on and they're like sticking to you. Gosh, I hate that.
Never seen those?
Oh yes, I have.
So-
Yeah,
so
yeah,
disgusting.
Yeah, dude.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, circus marshmallow
I'm
peanuts.
gonna have to
Ugh.
get a picture of that and put it on here so people know. Oh, circus. Yeah, if you say it's circus peanuts, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Circus marshmallow
Hey,
peanuts.
I'm going to tell you, too. I got to apologize. I did not take
marshmallow.
pictures of that stuff in my man cave.
Oh yeah, I was waiting on that. And I'm like, he's not gonna do it now.
If I did it, can you put it back on it?
Yeah, every time you
Not
guys
yet
mentioned
now.
it in the podcast, I like flipped over to look. I was like, no picture, damn.
he's like, there's something that we're not gonna get to see.
I swear-
Who did you see on there?
Connor?
Billy
Gareca?
D. Williams.
Oh, no, I didn't check out that part. I mean, yes,
As
Dude,
Donald
I've seen it
Trump
in-
once said, "You're fired."
I've seen it in real life, though.
Fire.
I've seen the real one.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
I swear I was on the plane to Miami, and I was looking at all my reminder notes, and I was like, dadgummit! It's like,
That's why I was late
Turn
this
this
week.
plane around.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I did, man. I saw it, and I was like, damn, he's going to kill me.
At one point, I was like, "Hey, Troy, can you send Krista a message? Take some pictures."
You should have, because that's what I was going to do. I did, and I just,
Yeah.
once I got there, I was all
Send
jujitsu.
them
I
to
was-
Facebook and.
She would have done it.
Yeah.
She'd done it. I'd come home and made her wish she'd had done it. She's not listening to this, right?
This is where you begin to.
Can you edit that?
We're only an hour and a half into it.
Hey, we're good. That's a good cutting point right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say cutting when I'm talking about my wife. Like,
Yeah.
Come after me.
I will cut you.
You already got other pictures of women hanging on your wall.
Dude, Linda Carter, man.
Yeah. Man, her back in the day. I tried to watch. Have you tried to watch Wonder Woman?
Oh yeah, it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
Is there-
I mean, that little spin around, and all of a sudden, now she's Wonder Woman.
Dude, what's worse than that is if you try to watch the A-Team. That is
You
not.
know, it's funny. It's
that is
bad.
not good
No, try
anymore.
watching MacGyver.
Oh, don't talk about my MacGyver.
You
Is
go
it
back
bad?
and watch it. Go
Is
back.
it-
Go back and try to watch it now.
Is it brutal?
Yeah,
It's
oof.
like, wow. I still love the mullet.
The moulet.
I gotta try to watch a MacGyver.
I
They were
miss my
trying to
mullet.
remake it with some kid. It was the kid that played Havoc in the X-Men First Class. They're
They're still
redoing
doing it.
MacGyver.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he's not MacGyver.
No, he's
Does
a
he have
kid.
a mullet?
He does kind of look like he has a
If
mullet.
he's got a mullet, then I
Yeah, he
might get
kind of
into it.
does.
It's like long hair,
Is it
but
moulet?
poofy on
I don't
top.
like that dude though.
Yeah.
He was a jerk in First Class movie Havoc.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Always talking about Beast. It's like, man, I'm gonna backhand you, dude.
I know, right?
And then I was like, well, he could kill you.
Yeah.
Wait till I turn blue, fool.
He could havoc you to death.
Wait till I turn blue. That's awesome.
Let's close it down, man. I gotta get to Virginia Beach.
Break it
I
down.
gotta find some food. I don't know what. Maybe some donuts. I don't
Gotta
know.
go sleep.
Dude, I gotta do a concrete convention, or no, I'm sorry, a seminar. This
World Traveler.
CCC.
Yeah.
weekend. Dude, I am like tired of being in a hotel right now.
Baller over here.
I don't mind leaving the town every once in a while. Just get out of this place.
I don't either, but I'm ready to be back now.
Yeah, we don't have responsibilities.
here's
It's
the-
nice.
here's the thing. You go from Miami to Virginia Beach. It's like, yeah,
Wah,
that is, Virginia Beach is nice unless you've been in Miami.
It's freezing up there
People are
right
like,
now
"You're
too.
that
I bet.
close. Will you go to the ocean? No.
I bet it's freezing up there right now too.
Like
Just
35
go
degrees.
look at Neptune's statue. There you go.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Think of that gigantic shell. But anyway, we digress.
But I digress.
That's it, guys.
That's it.
And you guys have an incredible day.
See ya.
See ya.